Hi everyone, welcome to Round World Facts. In today's video, I'm going to share the proven strategies and techniques that will help you improve your poker game and win more pots. So if you want to learn how to make money playing poker like a pro, make sure you watch this video until the end and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. Number 1, play fewer hands, but play them aggressively. One of the most common mistakes that beginners make is playing too many hands and playing them passively. This leads to losing money and getting involved in difficult situations. A better approach is to play only the best starting hands and play them aggressively, meaning betting and raising more often than calling or checking. This way, you can win more pots by making your opponents fold or by having the best hand at showdown. Number 2, don't be the first player to limp. Limping means calling the big blind preflop without raising. This is a weak and passive move that gives away information about your hand and invites other players to join the pot with any 2 cards. Unless you have a very good reason to limp, such as trapping with a monster hand or playing in a very loose game, you should avoid being the first player to limp. Instead, you should either raise or fold your hand preflop. Number 3, go for semi-bluffs aggressively with your draws. A semi-bluff is a bet or raise with a hand that has a chance to improve to the best hand on later streets, such as a flush draw or a straight draw. Semi-bluffing is a powerful weapon that can help you win pots by making your opponents fold or by hitting your draw. You should semi-bluff aggressively when you have a good draw and a favorable position, board texture and opponent profile. Number 4, fast play your strong hands to build the pot. When you have a strong hand, such as a set, a straight or a flush, you want to get as much money in the pot as possible. The best way to do that is to fast play your hand, meaning betting and raising as much as you can without scaring your opponents away. You should fast play your strong hands, especially on wet boards that have many possible draws, because you want to charge your opponents for chasing their draws or protect your hand from being outdrawn. Number 5, defend your big blinds if you have the right hand. When you are in the big blind position, you have already invested 1 big blind in the pot, so you have better pot odds to call a raise than other players. This means you can defend your big blind with a wider range of hands than usual, especially if the raise is small or the raiser is loose. However, you should not defend your big blind with any 2 cards, because you will still be out of position after the flop and face difficult decisions. You should only defend your big blind if you have a decent hand that can flop well or has some post-flop potential. Number 7, pay attention to stack sizes. Stack size is one of the most important factors that affects your decisions in poker. Depending on how many chips you and your opponents have, different strategies and tactics apply. For example, if you have a short stack, less than 20 big blinds, you should play more aggressively and push all in with a wide range of hands preflop, because you don't have enough chips to wait for premium hands or play post-flop poker. On the other hand, if you have a deep stack, more than 100 big blinds, you should play more cautiously and selectively, because you have more room to maneuver and exploit your opponent's post-flop. Number 8, 3-bet Resteel versus frequent open raisers. A 3-bet Resteel is a move where you re-raise, 3-bet, an open raiser preflop with a weak or medium strength hand, hoping to make them fold and win the pot. This is a very effective move against frequent open raisers, who are players who raise a lot of hands preflop and often fold to 3 bets. You should 3-bet Resteel versus frequent open raisers when you have a good position, a decent stack size and a reasonable hand that can either flop well or has some blocker value. Number 9, look to your left. Before you act preflop, you should always look to your left and observe the players who are yet to act after you. This will give you valuable information about their tendencies and hand ranges, and help you decide how to play your hand. For example, if you see a lot of tight players who are likely to fold, you can raise more hands for value or as a bluff. If you see a lot of loose or aggressive players who are likely to call or re-raise, you can tighten up your range and play more cautiously. Number 12, use a HUD. A HUD, heads-up display, is a software tool that displays various statistics and information about your opponents on the screen while you play online poker. A HUD can help you analyze your opponent's playing style, habits and patterns, and give you an edge over them. You should use a HUD if you play online poker regularly, especially if you play multiple tables at once. Number 13, plan for post-flop C-bets. A C-bet, continuation bet, is a bet made on the flop by the pre-flop aggressor, regardless of whether they hit the flop or not. A C-bet is a very common and effective move in poker, as it can help you win pots by making your opponents fold or by having the best hand at showdown. However, before you make a c-bet, you should always plan for what you will do on later streets if your opponent calls or raises. You should consider factors such as your position, stack size, board texture, opponent profile, and hand range. Number 14. Target limpers. Limpers are players who call the big blind preflop without raising. They are usually weak and passive players who have marginal hands that they don't want to commit too much money with. They are also easy targets for aggressive players who can exploit them by raising preflop with any two cards, isolating them in position and taking advantage of their post-flop weaknesses. Number 15. Table select for high profit potential. Table selection is the process of choosing which table to play at based on various criteria such as the number of players, the average pot size, the percentage of players who see the flop, the number of fish, bad players, and sharks, good players, etc. Table selection is very important for maximizing your profit potential and enjoyment. You should always look for tables that have a lot of fish, a high average pot size, a high percentage of players who see the flop, and a low number of sharks. You should avoid tables that have the opposite characteristics, as they will be tougher and less profitable. Thank you for watching this video on how to make money playing poker. I hope you learned something new and useful from it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know what other topics you want me to cover in future videos. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Bye for now.